I got a story. It's a Mel story-ish. I never told you because I didn't want to like... I don't know. I didn't want to spoil anything. But Mel said that I should say it to chat. So I guess it's fine. So this was a while back ago. Right? In my defense, it was told to me this way. So I had a meeting. Okay, give me back my hair, chat. All right, thank you. So I had a meeting with Maiko. And during that meeting, Maiko just said, and I quote... Okay, wait, I need to give you context because this makes no sense without context a little bit. So, in the meeting, Maiko was basically trying to find out, like, stuff that I like to do, stuff that I don't like to do, right? Which is very nice because sometimes, you know, streamers don't just do anything. So, one of the things that I told Maiko is I cannot do, like, R18 content, right? Like, I'm down to make, like, sexual jokes every now and then, but I can't do, like, actual R18. You know what I mean? Like, ASMR that is R18 or ASMR in general, anything too serious, anything too romantic or sexual. It's something that I can't do and I don't think anyone would want me to do it anyway. So we were going through that and then Maiko said, by the way, Michi, would you be down to do adult content with Mel? Oh. Now hear me out, all right? At this point, I'm pretty good friends with Mel. I would consider Mel to be a good friend of mine. She's very sweet. She's a little, like, airheaded, but she's a very sweet person. I love her so much. And I'd do anything for her. And I told Mel, I was like, Mel, I would die for you. So you see, when people make these kind of comments, right, it's not because that they would die for you. It's either it's like a joke, right? Like it's like a exaggeration, or they just want to die. Now, when I said it to Mel, I meant dying, not like anything else in the in-between. But that's okay, because I said I'd do anything for her. And then Maiko was like, by the way, Michi, would you be down to do adult content with Mel? Now I sat there and I was like, what do you mean by that? Hold on now. Pause. What do you mean? And Maiko was like, oh yeah, you know, maybe making content with Mel.
By adult content, of course you mean tax loopholes and expense reports, right? Right?
No, don't shit your pants just yet, okay? You don't get Michi moaning into the mic for 35 minutes straight ASMR for free. No, I'm kidding. But Maiko was like, how down are you if, let's say, you do it on, like, you know, the other place or stuff like that, you know? Like some content with Mel.
Let's do an experiment one day and change models with matter. Also, have you seen the Mel and X and other sites stream?
I heard about it. So, now there I was sitting down, broad daylight, and I'm confronted with two answers. It's either a yes or a no. Now, I would never say no. But I also can't do adult content. So I sat there in silence and I went, I mean, if she wants me to, I'll be down, right? But I'll have to be really honest, Maiko, like, I don't know what to do. You know, like, I've never done that before. And I've never really been there. I don't really know what to do. So I feel like I'm just gonna ruin the vibe. And Maiko was like, no. You're amazing. You're sweet. You got it. Like, don't put yourself down. I'm like, no. Like, thank you, Maiko. But, like, I don't know what to do. You know, like, people are gonna be there. They're gonna be beating their meat and shit, right? And am I supposed to sit in the corner? Like, I mean, you know what I can do, though? What I can do is I can sit there and then Mel can do whatever she wants to do and I will judge it. But from 1 to 10, I'll be like, the way you did that was very good, and the way you pronounced the word was very clear and coherent. Very good. That's a 10. That's a 10. Very nice. So I was like, maybe I can like stand here in my room with my little socks and I can like do a little dance, you know, something like that. I can do that. And then Maiko was like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was like, yeah, that is the... But I will do it. I was so fully prepared. I was like, I will do it. Whatever Mel asks me to do, I will 100% do it. No questions asked. Say less. And Michael's like, no. Mel was inviting me to play Jackbox. So Jackbox has like an adult Jackbox where it's like... it's basically Jackbox, but you can like draw a penis or whatever. I don't really know either, but it's like Jackbox with adult prompts, right? It's like funny Jackbox. So she was basically trying to figure out who is down to play that game. And that's what Maiko meant with adult content with Mel. Now, if he said anybody else I would understand. Like, if it's like, are you down to do adult content with Iron Mouse? I'd be like, yeah, we're gonna play what? Like Jackbox or something? It would click in my head. But when you say Mel, right? The lines, you know what I mean? The possibilities are quite literally endless. When you say adult content with Mel, it can either go with tier listing all the way to like elderly adults. Like, it's a huge list. How am I supposed to know? But I already said yes. And I told Mel the story recently. And I told Mel, I was like, Mel, you know I'd do anything for you, right? And she's like, yeah. It's Mel! Okay. You're right. I'm wrong. You're right. No, you cooked. I told Mel, I was like, I remember one time my manager asked me if I was down to do adult content with you. And Mel flipped.
The
like,
Michi Mel cheerleader is crazy. But yeah, Mel also plays adult games too.
I love adult games.
Maiko, you're hanging out with Kuro too much. Your ability to communicate is falling apart, bro. Take that vacation, go get that haircut and spa day.
Nah, don't. Please, I need Maiko here with me. Maiko went on a little vacation and everything fell apart. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Fire me. No, please. Chat, you don't understand. Okay. It's not streamer needs manager. Wait, no, it's not manager needs streamer. It's streamer needs manager. You don't understand. If Maiko leaves, everything's gonna fall into pieces. When he was gone, I got kicked out of Twitter and I didn't know how to log back in, so I had to bother him because I forgot my password. So, I'm sorry. I'm dead ass not. I don't remember any of my passwords. I wrote it down in a notebook and then I don't know where my notebook went. But I know Maiko has it. So, Maiko now does a lot of the things for me. So you never bother. I did, and I forgot where my book was, and it's been a year. Okay, shut up, chat. Listen. Shabattle shaboodle, am I right? Passwords, who cares? Michi, please get a password manager. That is gonna save your life. I have one. It's called Maiko. Have you not been listening to what I'm... I do. My password manager actually doubles as my real manager. Honestly, people would think I'm very efficient. If you really think about it from that aspect, am I right, you guys? High five. She made it quite clear. Indeed. I told Mel this story and I was like, yeah, Maiko basically told me, like Maiko asked if I was down to do adult adult content with you. And Mel was like so freaked. She was like, what? No. Wait. Here's the thing. Mel 100% knows my comfort, right? That's why when I stream with Mel, if Mel makes like certain jokes or certain types of jokes, I'm very comfortable with it because Mel knows my boundaries and we know each other already, so she can't like... I know she won't like overstep on purpose, you know what I mean? So she is such a sweetheart and she is so really into consent, right? She's very like, as long as you're comfortable, it's okay. Something like that. And she knows that I'm not comfortable doing like adult content. So what I told Mel, I was like, yeah, I remember one time my manager asked me if I'm down to do adult content with you. And Mel was like, no, that never happened. I never asked them. No, wait, I would never ask them. Please, believe Bro was already pleading her case. She was like, please believe me, Michi. I would never ask them to do that. I would never ask you for such a thing. I have never and will never ask you to do something, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh no, it was for Jackbox. And Mel was like, the fuck? I was like, oh no, sorry. That's how I reacted too, but I just want you to know I said yes, even before they clarified for Jackbox, because, you know, I'm there for you, right? Like, a homie needs, a homie provides. If my homie wants me to beat my meat live on stream, I will beat my meat live on stream. Well, I might not be very good at it, so I'm probably not gonna do it very well. And I'm probably not gonna be able to do it at all, but I'll do my best. I'll try.
You see, Michi, this is why you don't assume. Cause when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me.
Okay, chat. Alright. Oh, listen, I'm just a homie. I'm just a girl in a girl-supporting girl
Remember
world.
to take notes, chat. Consent and boundaries are the sexiest thing you can ever have.
Trying is always better than not supporting. Here's the thing. I will support anyone doing anything that isn't gonna harm themselves or others, alright? However, for the homies exclusive package, you get the, you know what? Fuck it and find out. And I am a very big fuck it and find out kind of guy. I'm not gonna... If someone says like, hey, are you down to try doing this? I'll be like, yeah, I'll do it, but I will warn you. it will suck. It will suck really bad. And I'll try for a couple of seconds. If I don't like it, I'll sit there. And this is what I'm gonna do after. And if they're okay with that, then I'm down. You know, but if I don't have to do it, I probably won't. But Mel was like, I would never ask you to do that, Michi. I want you to know. I would never ever. And
when
she's so sweet.
When you make an SS out of A and UM, never forget it.
When you assume, you make an SSA Exactly. You just suck at saying no, dude. That's true. That's true. But also, chat, what is life if you don't fuck around and find out every now and then? You know what I mean? Like, as long as my mother doesn't know. As long as my mom's not gonna know, you know? Relaxing? Fuck relaxing. I like to live on the edge. Rah! Metal music. Bum, 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 bum. I think, honestly, I don't think I'd ever be able to do any actual adult content just because I don't really know how to set up my mic. Like, I wish I had a better reason. I mean, I'm not the most comfortable with it, I'm gonna be honest, but another reason is how the fuck do you set up your mic? What? Chat, I'm not a guy. You know what I mean? Like, my meat doesn't stand up. You know, like, if you're gonna beat your meat, chat, if you have meat, right, and it's like a pogo stick, you know what I mean? If your meat is like a pogo stick and you're gonna beat your fucking pogo stick, you can do it sitting down, squatting, standing up, laying down. You can do it in any position whatsoever. It's a fucking pogo stick. But my thing's dead. Like, it stays the same. So if I need to like lay down and shit,
no,
I don't think it works. You know, I thought about it because when Maiko asked me that, the first thing I thought was my mic setup. I was like, I mean, if I am gonna do it, I have to sound pretty good. But how am I supposed to do it? It's gonna literally be like, it's like, hey there. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Hold on.
Use shotgun type
there we go. No, even with the shotgun type mic, it won't work. And I tried it. I was like, I picture in my head, right? Because my bed is pretty far away, and it's not like I built my streaming setup to kind of accommodate that shit. So I don't think it'd work. You tried it? Not the adult content. I tried bringing my mic to my bed, you fucking sicko. What the fuck is wrong? I tried to stretch... Okay, I have to put this... I tried to stretch my mic stand pointing towards my bed as close as possible, yet it does not reach. Alright? I have never and will never... Well, I will... I will never moan into a mic. Seriously. There you go.
33 cents.
Ah,
Michi,
cook.
Please no. You
Get the
need
fuck.
Riz
Okay,
for
Ben,
adult stuff. You have won.
You need Riz for adult stuff. You have won. The minor spelling. Wait, do you actually mean one or none? Either way, I'll take my wins. I do have Riz. I do.